We're
Green.
back with green kimono friends. I am Tim Tom the Bim Bom, serving
I
as
don't
the
I don't know why we're
card.
reintroducing ourselves. This is the second
Oh,
video.
okay. Well, we have. Okay, sure, fine.
Like,
Whatever.
We have added one person back to the cast.
Yes, it is I, Lychee Punnet. I am definitely not Teru or Uncle Butts. I am Lychee Punnet.
Yes.
I'm here to talk about these cards
All right.
that I totally know what they do.
Small Clawed Otter, genius at playing. 1/0, 4,500 power. When this attacks, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a friend's character, choose one of your other friend's characters, and that character gains plus X power for the turn. X is 1,000 times none of your other friend's characters, and this has Hand of Core.
So you're telling me
This
this
card's
is like
dang.
functional double rarity?
Yeah.
Yes. This is
It's
Super
actually-
Shimakaze Kai.
It's actually an oriental small clawed otter.
Wow. What a nerd.
wow.
Dude, that's racist. No one uses
Yeah,
that term
no
anymore.
one says Oriental anymore.
Holy crap, dude. That's offensive. What the hell?
Wait,
Right, you choked
this
up my drink.
card's like a role player, right?
You know, when you said you got your facial hair trimmed, I didn't think you'd go for the Hitler.
Wow.
Wow.
Jeez.
We're gonna have to restart this video, guys. Come on.
No.
Talk about
All
the
right.
card.
Alright, this is pretty good.
It's like
Really
really
like
player,
it,
right?
this is like a nice, this is like a nice upgraded version of the Shimakaze Kai profile, which historically gives plus 2k on attack. And this obviously has the downside of potentially failing, which is not so great, but
Unlike the other ones that seem to check top, this is not flip on events. It does not trigger on events.
yes.
There's
But you're not running that many events anyways, right? So, you know.
Also does not trigger on mecha characters.
Wow. Rip boss.
This is playable. Playable
I
plus.
mean, like,
Yeah, playable
Yeah.
plus.
do you and Ryosuke still play it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's funny. This card is actually really good anti-early play tech. Because it's a better. It ends up so like you have like these archetypes of characters that get power when they attack level 3s, right? This essentially is that, but does other things for your other characters at different points of the game.
Gives less power though.
It gives less power, but like if you're buffing like a level 3 character,
Yeah. Like,
Uh.
generally those on attack things are only about 13k, but if you put the 4k on like cabochon, she'll be like 15 something.
15-5. 15-5.
Yeah. Plus back row if you have that.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. Modal.
Ooh. Yeah. All right. Next card. Ruffed Lemur, Jungle Life. 3/2 with 9,500 power. This gets 1k for each of your other friends' characters in the back row. And when this is placed from hand to stage, you can look at up to the 2 cards from the top of your library and then put them back in the same order. And during the turn this is placed from hand to stage, this is a pay 1 clock kick.
I didn't know that like
Bumpers.
you could give level 3s the same abilities as level 0s.
This,
Hmm.
you're
Unfortunate.
talking about the power, right?
No, what level 0 does that?
The Tsuchinoko.
Oh, well, I missed that, I guess.
No.
I don't know. It's a big clock kicker in 2017, yay, right?
Yay.
Is it even big?
Nowadays,
It's
I love
11-5?
11.5 base.
Well, it works well with the otter.
Sami's
because,
tall.
At least you know that Otter is gonna like whiff. or not.
Yeah.
yeah,
And
this
this,
confirms your check, and then otter makes this big.
But then you're not
Yeah.
getting the
This-
triple clock kick dream.
I think the
Now-
problem with this card, a lot of the times, so you play this card, right? The stock cost ends up being a liability in a lot of scenarios where you're like being super efficient with stock usage. Because like the deck tends to heal down, want to heal down, right? in some scenarios where you do that, the stock cost would put you at less than 3 stock at the end of the turn, which I think is an actual thing you have to think about when you choose to play this card.
It's because green has like no other finisher options.
Eh.
The entire set
It's not like this. It's not like one of these.
barely has other finisher options.
But it's not like you have to be one color anyways. Like, you don't have to play this if you don't want to.
Right.
Like, frankly, saying green doesn't have finisher options is totally irrelevant, because if you need a finisher, it goes with a different color.
I mean,
Well,
this is
They,
fine.
they barely exist in other colors.
I mean, yes, they do barely exist as
Color
is.
one
Thank
finisher.
you.
Wow.
Well, isn't that +2 soul serval basically just a finisher?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
green has another finisher. It has the 2/1 wolf.
Oh,
Oh.
my bad. You're right.
That card's good.
All right. This is playable plus. Playable
Playable.
plus.
That's fine.
Yeah.
This is eerily close to the Dog Days Clock Kicker, so take that as you will.
Does this do? What else does the Dog Days Clock Kick do?
Gets 500 for every other character, pay 1 clock kick, and then pay 2.
Oh, the
come to
clock
play,
thing.
pay 2 like clock cycle.
On
Yeah.
play, pay 2+. Oh
Yes.
yeah.
You know, like another effect a level 0 would have.
Oh,
Is there a level 0 with that effect?
probably yeah.
There's a
With
lot of
what?
pay 2 plus.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
pay 2
Okay.
clock cycle.
Common Raccoon, always full power. A 1/0 4,500 power.
That is not this card's name.
On ice when this card attacks, if capture completed is in the climax zone, this gains 1k power and the following ability for the turn. When this reverses a card, you can choose a friend character in your waiting room and stock charge it. The climax in question is a gold bar, and
Dang.
when your cabochon magnifying glass is placed from the stage to the waiting room, if this is in the waiting room, you may pay cost. If so, put this rested on any slot on the stage, and the cost is discarding a card.
That's an interesting effect.
Is
It's
this like
like
What's the
the
event?
first card that does that?
What's the event do?
It's
Not an event.
It's not an event. It's not an event.
It's a level 0
The
character.
level 0 the character in question that gets sent to the waiting room is the bond for the bounce, the classic trap event.
it's like they couldn't figure out how to like
Oh, sure.
power budget this into the level 0, so they just budgeted it into the level 1 instead.
This is
Um,
like a very irregular thing for Weiss to have a card in a grave with an effect, right?
Yeah.
I think it's the first one, right?
No.
One
Think-
day
I don't
we
think
will
so.
make Dredge.
Wait, what card
I'm trying to think.
exists?
I
I'm
think
pretty
this
sure
is
this
the
is the
only one.
first one.
This might be the first one.
I'll go
Dredge,
find out
Dredge,
while you guys
Dredge.
talk about cards.
Raccoon Dredge.
But like the
I
reason
mean-
why you play Dredge in Magic is because every card with Dredge on it reads Dredge or draw 4, 5, or 6.
Yeah, but then Brainstorm is broken in Dredge, right?
I don't know
Okay,
if anyone has
or-
ever played Brainstorm in Dredge when
No, not Brainstorm, like the Brainstorm ability.
mill 4. That seems worse than just like playing Breakthrough and like milling 30.
Okay, yeah, well, we're not in Magical Christmas Land. We're in Wasteland, so everyone loves Guardian, right? So why doesn't everyone love this card?
Because getting
what
stock
about
is
this
kind of
purchase
shit.
On reverse is really. I don't like that.
Yeah,
Right.
that's a
It's
very
not-
fair reason to not
Circles.
like this card.
You'll always
So like the ceiling is just always going to be lower for the most part on a card like this. But if it's on
I mean,
reverse,
Consistent, right?
yeah, like on average, you probably get 1 to 2 reverses, rarely 3. The payoff for having more of this card to play is just significantly lower. Whereas if you get triple Shizu, if you like pop off and get 6 stock right off the bat, like woo, or even if you compare this to Milky, right? The other thing is this card is like weak, like super weak. This will just die.
This is.
Well,
this is
it does get the
bond
power from the
card.
bond at least.
No, I'm talking about
Yeah.
on defense.
Yeah, on defense,
Oh, yeah,
this
for
just
sure.
dies.
It just dies.
This confirming this is the only card in the game with the phrase "if this card is in the waiting room."
Nice.
Nice. Dredge.
Always full power.
Icarid.
Yeah. I think this is niche. Niche.
This is niche. You have the bond combo to build around it. Like, it is a build around me kind of effect. It's 12 cards. That said, I don't know if it's at all worth it.
I think it's niche.
So
minus.
is the dream like you pitch them in your mulligan, and then if your Cabochon dies, you start stock charging at 0?
Yes,
And
I think
if,
that's what they're going for.
And if it doesn't die, then you just bond
Boy.
them and kill their.
Uh,
I don't know how I feel about the bond being a stock one too. Because
I think
like,
the-
Actually, stock bond is really good in this spot because you got to use the stock to do something to plus besides doing literally
Right.
nothing.
well, the other thing is like
I'm
stock
more
charge
disappointed
combos.
that it's not gold bar or gold bag. I'm all about gold bag life.
Who are
There's a
you?
card we'll get to very soon that gives you a stock out.
The other thing about stock charge not being as good in this deck, typically stock charge decks, the good ones, have really good stock outs. So like Milky Holmes has plussing out, out the ass. Like has plussing, has deck control at the same time. Like it has a really good suite of level 3s to spend stock on. Guardian, has Shizuru. Like one of the best level 3s in the game that's also fairly stock intensive. The deck wouldn't be as good if it didn't have a stock charge combo, but this deck, what is it spending stock on?
Tap counters.
You
Rescue
can't even play
operations.
multiple tap counters in a turn.
You can if you rescue operations.
Okay. I just don't.
No, I think this is not ever worth running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like
Niche minus.
I mean, it's just like in general when you're trying to generate stock anyways, it's like the worst kind of advantage in this game. Just because of how, honestly, cards in hand is the only real resource that tends to matter besides not being dead.
mhm.
Honestly, every other point of damage is kind of irrelevant.
All right.
Yeah,
Next
there's
card?
nothing else to say about it.
Trash waifu.
All
Great.
right. Northern white-faced owl and Eurasian eagle owl, chiefs of the island. This is a 3/2/9/5. This gets -1 level in hand if
The
Kabanchan, if the event bonder is in your clock, the bond to the classic trap event count, which is the bounce event. Also, on play, you may pay cost, which is discarding a card. If so, choose up to one of your friend's characters in your hand whose level is equal to or lower than your level, and put it on any slot on the stage. And a climax combo with split 2k1. When the climax is placed in your climax zone, if this is in the front row, you can search your library for up to 2 friends' characters, reveal them, and put them in your hand, and then shuffle your library.
Shit's stupid.
Pretty good.
Okay, so the notable part here is that this obviously wants lots of copies of itself in hand to just keep playing more copies of itself with the second effect.
For 2 stuff. Then you play the climax
yeah.
and get all that.
Yeah, but the card that has to be in your clock for the requirement is also the card that summons the stock charge combo when it
Oh
dies.
my god.
Meaning they want you to play this with the stock charge combo, which is exactly the worst combo in the set for getting more copies of this into your hand.
That's pretty good.
So what you're telling me is, if you live the dream,
If you live the dream,
If you live
you
the
build
dream,
a billion stock.
you'll have a billion stock,
triple early play.
and this will get you
stock.
all of those cards back into your hand.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
More realistically, this is niche plus, by the way. This is a
Oh, no,
super
actually,
strong.
this effect is phenomenal.
It is, yeah. It's a super
Yeah,
strong
this
build
one-
around that has a patently absurd ceiling.
Is this
you're
like-
s-
You should say patently.
Who's
Patently,
patenting
yeah.
this?
meta.
niche plus meta, I guess. It's
The thing is,
On
the compression
first-
is worth extra in this set in particular because of anti-burn.
Yeah.
Yes. On first blush, it might appear you might think there's some consistency issues with this card, and yeah.
What's the combo?
I mean,
What's the
Right.
climax it combos with? Is it stock soul or
Split 2K.
Split 2K.
Split 2K1.
that's
Which is-
unfortunate?
No, it's not. It's actually really good for this combo because what tends to happen when you play this card is that you keep field. You can put split 2K1 in the back,
Yeah, your opponent is gonna
You're
probably
not-
crash things into
so
this.
you're not over swinging if you don't want to.
Well, you can also just not choose characters.
No, you have to choose characters.
Split 2K1 is choose up to 2.
Wow.
Well, I mean,
Must be nice.
no other climax besides 2K1 or split split soul
Sure.
lets you do that. So I mean, this is a. I don't think this is a bad pair for this climax
I don't
climax combo.
I think Gold Bar would be like awesome, but you know, whatever.
I mean,
Stock Soul would be
Gold
alright.
Bar would be ideal. Stock Soul is less than ideal for this. Gold Bar is ideal because it lets you do it multiple times.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like my first Weiss deck was yellow green Nisekoi, and it basically just got there by early playing, you know, the 3/2 Green Odera and just slamming climax after climax, turn after turn.
Yeah. This
And
is
you
even
literally
easier.
could not
to-
take damage.
Dude, you know what else compresses and then checks its gold bars and then slams them over and over again?
Oh my god.
2/2 Hanakawa.
Oh my
And
god.
that.
I thought you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna say Raccoon again.
Too bad this isn't Gold Bar, which means it won't get banned.
Fun fact about this card: its English name is illegible on WGP deck lists.
Is it this too long?
Yeah,
Nice.
it's impossible to read.
All right. Well, let's move onward.
Yeah. Kabanchan, magnifying glass. So this is the card that combos with the Raccoon and is the early play condition for the owls, aforementioned owls. 2 abilities. When this is placed on hand to stage, from hand to stage, you may pay the cost of 1 stock to choose a Hearthfire in your waiting room and return it to your hand. This is the bounce event. And when this attacks, you can choose one of your other characters and it gains 1500 power for turn.
Hey, this card's cool. You kind of need it for owls,
Yeah.
Yep.
so it's niche, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Man.
Great. Not a whole
Scan
lot
of
to
this
say.
card,
Huh?
the scan of this card, like you could see like playware or something.
Really?
I'm seeing something that does not look right. It looks
Uh,
kind of jacked up, honestly.
Oh, this card is so bad.
American
Uh,
Beaver, fighting on the
Z3 is on the
branch.
ban list, sir.
Dude,
All your other, it's a global 500. It's a global for all friends characters. And when you level up, you may pay the cost 2 stock to search for a friend's character and add it to your hand.
this is where all of your raccoon stock goes.
Oh god.
It's a global. It helps Raccoon reverse stuff.
You're right, because Raccoon's just gonna die and you're gonna go to level 2 immediately, so you'll need it.
Exactly.
Beaver,
Ah.
American Beaver is great. So this card is great. I give this card great plus. Terry's waifu plus.
Teru's waifu plus.
This is by no means a bad card. I think
American Plus.
it's like fine. It's just
American
like,
No, it's pretty
Plus.
bad.
it's okay.
Like, other global 5s with this profile can pay 2 tap to search whenever you want.
Yeah.
This is specifically a card that only goes with Beaver. Or not Beaver. Raccoon card name.
No, this card lets you tri-field early. It's fine. It's
Wait.
and then
What?
you don't level. What? You attack a bunch of times, and when they level you up on their turn, then you
Right, you get 1 card
search a
back.
bunch. No, you play 3 of these, and you have 6 stocks somehow.
Oh,
I know how to play Weiss, guys. Don't
Shit.
don't
Alright.
talk down to me.
Your
I know
Raccoon
exactly
three-
what I'm
Alright.
doing.
Triggers 3 gold
guess it's
bags,
bad.
turn 1.
Hello, it's another Raccoon.
What is wrong with her arm?
Come on, Raccoon. Rawr. That's
Oh,
not.
no.
Wait, that's not a sound a raccoon makes.
Gow.
2175. This ability activates up to once per turn. When you play an event, this gains 2k power. And when you play a climax, this gains the following ability. When this reverses a character, you can choose a friend's character in your waiting room and put it into your stock.
So it's
Remember
just,
2-1
Strictly
Lucia?
better than trash bag Lucia.
Yeah, that's takeaway.
Papa.
I mean, that doesn't make it good.
Rar or something.
Gow.
Ooh.
Rar.
It also says ooh.
Rar. Rar.
I
Why does
hate
this card
cast.
exist? Why-
Bad, none of that.
It's a circle
I'm just
of
trying to
Why?
figure out what's happening to her arm.
Why is this card a rare?
because it's Raccoon.
I have no idea what's happening in this picture, actually.
She's like flying something.
I think she's
I
trying to
know.
Naruto run.
But her legs are both in the air, or like.
Yeah,
It's
think
like
they-
emphasis
Potter-
on trying.
They just caught her mid-cycle. Okay, it's just a bad. It's a bad angle. You know.
The bad frame.
They should
Yeah.
not have used this.
This whole anime was a bad angle. Like,
What the? Sand
What?
was beautiful.
Wow.
The last 2 episodes were pretty good.
Get out of here. Next card. A Jaguar watching over. This is a drop searcher. So pay 1, ditch 1 card for your hand on play to search for a friend's character from your deck. And when your other friend's character is placed from hand to stage, this gains 1,000 power per turn. This activates up to twice per turn. So it's
you
a
have
drop
the
searcher.
0/0 anti-burn one. That seems just better than this in most circumstances. Unless you're fixing for green, do you really need this?
Well, okay,
drop
so
search,
like,
drop
the
search
only-
helps guarantee your owls.
yeah, the
Sure.
only deck that's really is a consideration for is Owls because, like, you're not playing for anything else other than that turn where you play triple owl and then to play the Convex. So, I think this is
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's playable.
It's
Yeah,
better
it's
than the
playable.
other drop searcher, and the other drop searcher probably sees more play.
The other drop searcher.
Yes,
is
there's
also-
a second drop searcher.
yeah, it's a vanilla drop searcher
Why would
Which
that see
is-
more play?
because
It's
it's blue.
Blue for the blue combo.
Oh, sure. But, like,
It's
I guess,
also
again, if you're
penguin.
playing Owl, then...
It's an idle card. It has music on it.
It does
So-
have music.
That makes the price go up substantially.
Oh my god.
That means it dies to that alchemy 0.
nice.
Oh no!
Yes.
Campo Flicker Lodge owner. 1145. Assist. She's a level assist to all friends characters in front. And you can pay 2 tap her to choose a green character from your waiting room and add it to your hand.
Level
Oh,
one
she's a level
level
1.
assists are just
One
so
level
like
assist.
whatever.
Yeah, they're pretty whatever.
Whatever.
God,
Yeah.
it's broken. They never
Why
do
does
it.
it
It
only
must be
salvage
broken.
green instead of any friend?
Because it's
Because it's level 1.
It's so bad already.
Oh, here's your best finisher.
Hey,
Uh,
that's
Yes.
what you play instead of the other guy.
Gray Wolf Horror Writer. 2-1, 7,500 power.
So, like, when we're talking about horror writer, like, are we talking, like, Edgar Allan Poe horror or, like, Stephen
She has
King
the manga
horror?
trait. What do you think that means?
Well, I'm still wondering, like, Edgar Allan Poe horror or, like, Stephen King horror?
Obviously,
Like
Edgar Allan
Junji
Poe.
Ito
Have you
or
not read
Tokyo
Edgar Allan
Ghoul?
Poe's amazing manga?
Can you even name a
The
single Edgar
Telltale
Allan Poe
Hearts?
poem?
I would
Besides
read the
Raven?
manga.
Telltale Heart.
Okay. I love
I
first one
that. I love that
the
anime.
first one
I
that
love
came
the
to mind
anime
for me was
adaptation.
Usher, but yeah. House of Usher.
So this card is cool.
When your climax is played,
Card
when you
is
play climax,
sure neat.
this gains 500 power
It gains
for
2k.
all your friends' characters.
No, it counts itself.
It gets to
And
5.
it has a climax combo. When it reverses a card and friends all out attack is in your climax zone, which I don't know what that is. But,
It is
that's
a,
Thing like when you knock
it's a
down all
green
the shadows.
stock,
But,
I think.
Okay. You can reveal a top card of your library, and if it's a friend's character, you can deal 5 damage.
Costless burn 5.
Broken.
Broken.
Insane.
It's a stock soul. I'm almost
So if
certain.
you play this with the lemur,
Oh,
guarantee the.
Clock kick and burn 5?
I mean,
Eh,
I think this card is amazing.
And you get yourself the stock back for the lemur. Oh, it's so good.
Easy.
Not even memeing. Like, I have a Da Capo waifu deck that's built around a level 2 combo that's like burn 5 on attack. And that's like an absurd stock cost to do that. So this card is like almost the same card, and I love it way more. Crazy.
Also, probably a better character.
Baby?
Both is whatever.
What?
Kick this
Both is
man.
whatever.
Oh.
Kick this man. How do I kick
Civil War.
I'll fight all of you.
Okay. I bet you won't.
This card seems niche or dank meme.
I think
Oh,
it's
dude,
just.
Give me
it's
the
bad.
dank memes.
Niche minus.
I'm gonna go with dank
Terror-
meme.
Terror
I-
waifu minus.
Holy crap.
Dank meme plus meta.
It's pretty dank.
Next card.
Rawr.
I love this
Husband
art.
Raccoon can't be at ease. You like this art?
Hey,
There's like
shoutouts
a-
to at ease.
1500 power. All your other Fennec Rar gain 1000 power. That's the vanilla
Yeah.
from Yellow.
Yes.
And all your characters that are either yellow or have common Raccoon name gain 500 power.
So your Phoenix are 85.
So this is like Super Mogu Mogu Harue. That's how this works.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Mogu Mogu Harue is a good meta plus card.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess
Railgun
Ryosuke
came.
would say so.
Railgun came. Yeah, he would. Railgun came back to relevance because of that card, man.
Don't even.
This is only what is the vanilla is.
The vanilla becomes
85.
no
88. It's
9K,
It's 85. Like one of
10K.
these on board.
10K. You have
10K
two of
with
these.
two.
Yeah, with two of these
Have
on
you
board.
never
Obviously,
played?
playing 4 of
No.
these.
You ever
Wait,
play
yes.
old Railgun? You always had double Mogu Mogu.
Okay, so it's a 1/10K. That's
Yeah.
actually
That's-
reasonable.
Better
Okay,
than
so-
Ryder.
And it still dies to level 1 Suiciders.
Better
Worse
than
than
Ryder.
Ryder.
All right. This one is not good. Do we dignify this with a niche? I don't even
No.
know.
No.
There's better like global assists at like.
All right. It's just bad.
There's not a
Let's
better
go.
global assist for the 1/1 though.
Hey, this card's dank.
Eurasian Eagle Owl Professor's Assistant. 2000 power. When this is placed on hand, from hand to the stage, look up the top two cards
It's
of your
spread two.
deck and then put them on your
Well, it's
top
not
of
even
your
spread
deck.
two. It's
Wow,
it's
it's
top two.
better than
So,
the
The
monkey.
0/0 can rearrange them, but the 3/2 can't.
Yeah,
Oh, because owls are smarter. Duh.
they're wise.
They're
They
cute.
just want food. suck.
This card is fine, I guess.
It's like
What does this card do for you?
Uh,
though?
Yeah, that's the problem.
You
It
need
does
this-
really
like,
specific
Even
reasons
better-
to play cards like these.
yeah. There's just you don't care. There's just no reason to ever care.
meh.
Meh. I'm gonna say niche.
But you're gonna know what you're gonna book into.
I mean, it's for the wolf, right? That's
Unless
like
you decide
the
you don't
best
want to
thing.
book one. I don't know. It's like playing Serum Visions. It just feels bad.
Sorry, what is it for?
Could be
Uh,
preordained.
All right.
Uh,
This card.
this is stink meme by association.
Reticulated Giraffe Puzzle Detective. Ah! It's
Is this-
detective.
Is this for the level 2 wolf?
This
Oh,
is for
well,
standard.
sorry,
standard.
this is for a different wolf.
This is for a different role.
Oh, it's actually bad. Might be.
Factor Fiction is
Fact or
a good
fiction.
magic card.
Yeah.
It's just as big as the runner though. It's probably fine.
This is what it. This is what it
This
bumps.
is the
This-
one.
Yes.
This is the one.
Wow.
I love all this weird, awkward level 0 support they've been doing.
Hey,
It's present
wait,
in
wait,
Simple
wait.
Gear
We
as
can't
well.
make this. We can't rate this vanilla bad, dude. It has specific support.
No, it's still bad. You're bad.
Oh, this card's
Oh,
awesome.
this card is amazing. This card is like
Northern
good
White
meta.
Faced Owl Professor. 10 2500 power. All right. When this is placed from hand to stage, your opponent chooses either 0 and lower or 1 and higher. Put the top card of your library in the waiting room, and if the level of that card is not chosen by your opponent, you may choose one of your opponent's characters and return it to hand.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
I mean, you play this after you play the 0/0 owl.
Why?
And then, because it turns into like super anime, right? 'Cause you get to set the top card of your deck. So then your opponent is like, Nani do I choose?
Oh
And
my
then-
god.
After you bounce their character, you classic trap this back to your hand and play it again.
Whoa,
That's OP.
that's too
Alright.
spicy. I don't know if I can
Niche
Yeah.
or bad.
No,
I don't.
it's like
Dank
Uh,
meme. This is a meme. All right,
this is a
dank
meme. This is a super meme.
I love these like gamble cards.
Black-tailed Prairie Dog, fast act, 1/0, 6,500 power. The character opposite this gains Clock Encore, and when this is reversed in battle, put this on the bottom of your library.
It's actually not terrible for a level 1 beater option in green.
Funny, 'cause she digs holes.
The issue is like it doesn't actually kill anything, which is like
Maybe
the
your
problem.
opponent Clock Encore like early in the game though is kind of.
It's like kind of annoying.
It's like
It's not terrible.
I think it's just super. It being good for your opponent is like pretty situational, I think. But
It's
It's
just
like good. Like maybe if your opponent's like still at 0 or something.
well, if your opponent's still at 0, then this is
Yeah.
like, really bad.
maybe this is just bad.
Yeah, it's really bad. Why is that even like a? What the
What is
hell
that
is it?
noise? Well, whatever.
Playable minus really.
Yeah,
Okay.
Play Alliance, sure. Cabochon,
Yes.
helping out. 2 and 2/5. This is a backup for 2,400 power, and it's an anti-change. So when you use the backup of this card,
God,
when you
it's
pay
a
cost,
ditch
it's
two
ditch
anti-change.
2. If so, you can, anti-change.
At least it's on trait.
It's super good. With
This is really good with
I-
owls.
You
Yeah.
always have.
I
I'm
have
not
a
saying
lot
it's
more
bad in
respect
owls.
for this profile.
Huh?
Yeah,
I have a lot more respect for this profile of anti-change after messing with the owls deck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. Well, this profile is notable right now mainly because it's not a sack counter, and it's stock light. And I think at this point there are definitely decks that make this cost irrelevant, such as
Yeah.
owls.
yeah.
It's an exchange counter in a deck that floods field with early plays. Woo!
Yeah, it's not a sack counter, so you get to continue
Yeah.
to win field. Perfect.
Is playable.
Yeah,
Playable plus. It's playable. Playable.
it's playable.
Yeah. Might even be niche because this card actually just doesn't go into any deck but owls. I'm pretty
Garbage fire.
sure.
Deal 1 damage for when you drafted this.
Yes. Garbage fire.
It's
Earth
deal X
fire.
damage to target creature, where X is the highest number of any of the garbage fires you've drafted.
Yes.
Yes.
2/0 that this counter. Choose one of your characters and return to your hand.
But I think you only play it because you play a bond for it.
Well, it's also actually
that-
not terrible in combination with the 3/2s if you need to protect it.
You can stock bond this, makes it a lot more playable.
And you're talking about a deck that, if you're going deep, generates a ton of stock anyways. So like, it's not like bouncing your 3/2 is gonna cost you a ton.
Wait, what?
You don't
You're not
generate a
playing this
ton
with-
of stock.
Alright though.
Yeah, probably not.
No, you're playing this in like owls or something.
I mean, I'm saying with owls, like you can still bounce your owls.
Realistically,
Yeah, I mean, it's like
you're
a
never
cost one
playing this to
sack.
bounce something because you're discarding it to like rest something.
Or I mean, it's a sack. It's still functionally kind of like a sack counter, but for free. So that's relevant against a few decks right now, like Guardians, for example.
You know what else has a sack counter that's free?
Index.
Yes. Dragon
Yes.
Strike is a hell of a drug, dude.
Is that what you were going to say?
No, I was gonna say Ilya.
Wait, is it?
Wait,
It
what
has
is
a free
Ilya?
stat counter?
No, like the Berserker one.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, that. Yes.
this
Playable.
card is playable.
This card's fine.
I'm not a fan of this profile. Like
I-
it's not bad. It's just
I think
I've been
Rescue
playing Kill and
Operation.
Kill on and off, and man,
I mean-
that card never comes up for me.
I mean,
Kill-
Kill just has better things to do.
Kill
Correct.
doesn't have Rescue
It's
Operation.
also it's all you also have to like commit a lot more slots to that card in Kill because it's not searchable by anything.
Yeah.
You just
I
like
think
draw
the
it.
deck I play, the deck I borrow plays like 3.
Yeah.
I hate that card.
All together.
Yes.
Oh.
Pain Train.
2-1 event.
It's member select.
If you have 3 more of their friends' characters, choose a friend's character in your clock and return it to your hand, then send this to memory.
Member select is fine, but like you don't
This is
generally
like-
need it.
This is like JP's like baby. I swear.
Can someone read the flavor text on this card?
Mm-mm.
Mm,
All right. So why does this not count as memory requirement for the restander?
It's not a character.
Why couldn't they just make it count events too?
then JP would have a good reason to be playing this card at 4. I don't know.
Yeah, because then we wouldn't have to play a bad card.
But you see, we can't let Japan have nice things.
I don't know. Like
This card's okay.
It's
I don't
fine.
know.
It's a pay one heal,
Heal.
basically, and it's kind of hand fix.
it's
Kinda.
interesting. Yeah, I'm using interesting very loosely that you could get this with Kabon and sort of turn Kabon into a healer.
Yeah, but then you're paying 1 to heal.
Yeah.
You know,
I
the
mean,
last time I paid
I
I
one to
didn't say
heal
it was good. I said it was
literally the
interesting.
Terraformers Blue Michelle, and you know how bad that card is.
Three
No,
stop,
I don't even
always
know what
play
that
healer.
card is.
Don't look it up, dude. It's probably the worst double rare that was printed that year.
Trust me, my
Uh,
hand is nowhere near my mouse. I'm not looking up Terraformers cards.
Dang, now I'm disappointed. But you shouldn't look at it anyways.
All right, I'll take the plunge.
Don't do it.
What the heck? This guy thinks
Is
he's
this
a
the last
martyr.
green card?
That is the last green card. So
playable.
yeah, this is
Sweet.
This
perfectly
card
playable.
is so lewd. I really like how Serval's skirt is like clipping through his leg.
Dude,
So it was like super loose.
So yeah, that's it for green. I believe that's all we're gonna do tonight. So we'll be back with the last half of the set. It's not even half. It's
it's a little.
a little bit
it's-
less than half.
No, it is like half.
It's like 8 climaxes. So it's like
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it is a little bit less.
it's a little bit less than half. So we'll be back with the other half eventually. Maybe featuring Will the real Lychee Punnet please stand up?
What the? I am the real.
That guy's a
Lychee Punnet, dude.
faker, dude.
AlfredYang.com. Come check me out. I'm a certified MD, and I can get you prescriptions.
Whoa.
Only if you live on the moon.
Friend is
Yeah,
me.
only if you live on the moon, sadly.
All right.
Wait.
So we'll be back next time.